Psst. Maybe you didn't know, but I don't get paid for this. Yeah, mostly because of copyright issues. Yay, YouTube. But you know what you can do to support me? Become a member on my YouTube channel. And when you do that, as a bonus, you get access to all my unedited music video reactions, movie reactions, and TV show reactions. That is, if I'm not too embarrassed to share them after filming them. Anyway, you'll see. The moment that people have been waiting for. We are going to listen to Confessions on a Dance Floor. And then we are going to listen to the brand new album Confessions 2. So we've got 2 hours of music coming up. But for now, we're going to start with Confessions on the Dance Floor, the original album that was released back in 2005. Now, let me explain before we jump into this project. I've never fully listened to this album. Now, I can hear Madonna fans screaming at me. I see it. Oh, by the way, hold on. I feel like my camera is a little crooked. Is it? Meh, doesn't matter. I'll fix it later. But sorry, it's I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, and there's like I can see the floor is like crooked, and it's a little annoying. It doesn't matter to anyone else, but that's it. Okay. So yeah, I was saying basically that I can hear all the fans like screaming, like, how have you never listened to this album? When this came out, I was 9. And you know, like it took me a while before I really got into the whole like understanding the idea of albums and music releases and the whole thing. I wasn't as music savvy and into music altogether when I was 9. It's more of a thing that developed in my later teen years. And yeah, anyway, all this to say that the only song that I can really remember is Hung Up, because it was a single and a lot of people know it. But we are going to go through all 12 tracks of Confessions on a Dance Floor, and then we'll head over to Confessions 2. Let's start this journey.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly. Time goes
Depends when.
so slowly. Time goes by.
I guess I am.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly.
With the very famous ABBA sample. Isn't it crazy how long the songs were back then compared to today? It's almost half today. I love the synth production in it. Like the bass. I'm picking up a backup vocal that's like almost like spoken instead of sung, I feel. Mhm. I really like that duality of like I'm hung up and I'm hanging up. Ooh, this part I don't remember. Mm. Okay.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly, 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 so slowly.
This is why they also had like radio edits at the time that were shorter than the actual tracks. Okay. I mean, it's a great way to start an album altogether, the sound of it, and like it just makes so much sense in terms of why it was the hit that it was. It just Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying before. Like it's like hanging up and hung up on you. But now we're moving into Get Together. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh.
Down, down, down in your heart. Find the secret. Turn, turn your head around. Baby, we can do it alright.
Her vocals are really dry.
Believe in love at
Or they were at
first
least.
sight. It's an illusion. I don't care. Do you believe I can make you feel better? Too much confusion. Come on over here. Can we get together?
Ooh.
I really wanna be with you. Come on, check it out with me. I hope you feel the same way too.
like the synths and the bass are really muted into the track. It's really interesting.
Search my whole life to find the secret. And all I did was open up my eyes. Baby, we can do it alright. Do you believe that we can change the future? Do you believe I can make you feel better? Can we get together? I really wanna be with you.
I like that transition into the synth. That's much brighter as at this point.
I hope you feel the same way too. Can we get together? I really wanna be with you. Come on, check it out with me. I hope you feel the same way too.
Really? Huh.
It's all illusion.
I will say there's quite a bit of asymmetry in the delivery of the lines.
Too much confusion. I make you feel better. If it's bitter at the start,
Oh my god, her voice is so dry.
and it's sweeter in the end. Do you believe in love at first sight? It's an illusion. I don't care.
There's a darkness to it that I really, really like.
I can make you feel better. Too much confusion, come on over here. Can we get together? I really wanna be with you. Come on, check it out with me. I hope you feel the same way too. Can we get together? I really wanna be with you.
I am, if I close my eyes, I can see the lights from the dance club.
Make you feel better. If it's bitter at the start, then it's sweeter in the end.
Okay. Yeah, there is such a contrast in the vocals between the very as a lot of people in music production would say, like wet vocals, like has a lot of effects, and the very dry, sobering moments that we have. And I think that what you're saying, Juan, is making a lot of sense in this. Basically, it's like a kind of a almost like an awakening or one of those moments that you're like, wow, I'm really like living this moment. You know, when you're a little bit drunk and you're like, oh, I am drunk. A little bit in the same spirit, right? It's like feeling alone and longing for someone. And it's like, oh my God, I am really, really feeling alone. But then quickly after, kind of going back into the feelings of like, oh, I want you to be here. Come over here. Can we get together? You know, um, it does. It's kind of it feels a little bit like the late hours of the night and at the club. Like it, you kind of gave it a bit too much time, and you're clinging onto this little line of hope, like not a hotline, a helpline of like, come on, help me, give me a shot. But yeah. But production wise, that was great. I love the synths in it. I thought it would be more disco leaning, and it could be a little bit later on, but it's much more synth pop leaning and well, obviously dance, but uh I'm here for it. I'm having a good time. So, with that being said, let's move on to Sorry. Oh, she said
Je suis désolé,
in French,
lo siento,
in Spanish,
ik ben droevig,
in Russian,
sono spiacente,
Italian,
perdonami.
Spanish again. Wait a minute. I know I've heard this before. Well, the irony of me saying that's, well, that's so funny. The irony that I just said that as she's saying this. Hi, Ado. Welcome back. Yeah, okay. I just hadn't associated the title to it. Oh, we have a very dry bass in it. Like a bass guitar. A bit of a switch up. Call him out. Damn. You can really hear the chords in the bass. I'm like, it's really interesting. Japanese? I know the second to last was the language is speaking Israel. I forgot. Oh, I forgot how's it called? Anyway, little course in languages today. We have quite a switch up. She was really tired of waiting after him. Good on me. Agreed. Interestingly enough, it's sort of like the pose that she's doing on the cover. She's kind of extending her hand, being like, "Don't speak to me." I'm done. I'm through. But yeah, just it's so catchy. The melody is great. I mean, simplistic in the lyrics, but that's kind of almost a necessity in pop, or at least it definitely was at the time. Because we got to remember that in the context of releasing this album in 2005, the reality of music really wasn't the same as today, obviously. So that being said, as far as a single and as far as a hit, this definitely is. It has the melody, and it explains why it became what it is. Love the production. Like I said, the bass, hearing the actual chords of the bass is really interesting. It's almost like it wasn't plugged in. It was a mic in front of the bass that's like recording it with string movements. Um, yeah, okay, that was nice. I mean, I knew the song, but I hadn't listened to it in a long time. Um, One of her absolute best singles, and that's saying something. Yeah, I can tell. I can see why. I'm not in the right position to be able to judge what the best single is because I'm not familiar enough with her entire discography. But um, yeah. Next one, Future Lovers. A lot of synths in it. I like it.
I'm gonna tell you about love.
Okay.
Let's forget your life.
This is like
Forget your
meditation session.
problems,
Okay.
administration, bills, and loans.
That's okay. I actually purposely forget about them all the time.
Come with me. In the demonstration of this evidence, some have called it religion.
Okay.
This is not a coincidence. Would you like to try?
Ooh, the bass. Interesting. Okay. There's something about the lines that aren't like symmetrical with the 4/4 beat. And that was like throwing me off guard a little bit.
I'm gonna tell you about love. Would you like to try?
It's almost like treating love as a drug in this track.
There's no love like the future love.
Because it's like hope, because it's like the new, it's something exciting that is yet to be discovered. The synths remind me of a song, but I can't remember. It's like from the 80s as well. Donna Summer, if you guys know, but that's what I thought of. It really had a bit of a psychedelic feel to it, of like, let's go to the club, get high on love, and kind of like almost have this like blurry effect as you're dancing. Very classic 90s music video. But it did remind me of, like I said, the bass, especially how bright and kind of square it was in terms of sound design. Donna Summer. Oops. What was the I Feel Love? Is it I Feel Love? I don't think so. Oh yeah, it is I Feel Love. This is what I thought of when I was listening to the production of the song. Kind of has that psychedelic feel to it as well, and just like pure abandonment into the pleasure of life. I don't know why I did the dance move at the same time. But you know, melodically speaking, it's not the track that attracts me the most, simply because of the asymmetry that we find in the evidence of its brilliance. In the evidence of its brilliance, there was something that kind of shifted between the lines, which, oh my god, I usually look for symmetry in pop music, but I don't know if I'll watch the tour though. It is quite the commitment, but I can imagine that for sure it brings the club vibe to the tour, and I bet that's pretty sick. If you're not too sick of me by now and still want to get to know me better, I'm available on social media. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Tinder, on Bumble. Wait, wrong crowd. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, you know what I mean. Remember, you can view my song ranking as well as the score I assigned to this project below in the pinned comment. And yeah, feel free to let me know how wrong I am. Just don't put a hex on my bloodline, please. Alright, let's move on to the next one. I Love New York. You're kidding! She does a mashup. See, I was onto something. And this does sound like New York.
I don't like cities, but I like New York. Other places
Interesting.
make me feel like a dork. Los Angeles is for people who sleep. Paris and London, baby, you can keep.
Not the slight diss to the cities. Oh no. Ooh.
Other cities always make me mad. Other places always make me sad. No other city ever made me glad except New York. I love New York.
You know what modern day artists I now have connected with in terms of inspiration? Like that this artist has got inspiration from Madonna? Addison Rae. I can totally see how she got elements from Madonna into her music production.
Just go to Texas. Isn't that where they golf?
Wow.
New York is not for little pussies who scream.
We have been warned.
If you can't stand the heat, then get off my street. 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 Other cities always make me mad. Other places always make me sad. No other city ever made me glad except New York. I love New York. Love New York. Love New York. I love New York. My street, get off my street. New York. My street, get off my street. New York.
There's like a tad of grunginess to the track, which is kind of aligns with the dirtiness of New York a little bit, the roughness of it.
There was a dog and it was Usher. I don't know what his name.
Why Usher? Hopefully not the Usher that we know. But yeah, okay, that was really interesting. I mean, it paints New York dance club eclectic energy that you could definitely imagine, like almost like the business, like you know how in the business city things keep going, and it's like you're gonna go to the club, but it's also part of the schedule. So it's a, you show up, you do your thing at the club, and then you go. It's almost part of a cycle of a movement, and I think that the production of the track really grounds for that musical imagery really, really well. I will say, in all honesty, the only hiccup that I have with the music so far is lyrically that I'm like, there's quite a bit of mind you, I'm fully aware that at the time the context was different for music. I'm just like nowadays listening to it, I'm like, dude, there's a lot of repetition of lyrics, and also the lyrics kind of go on the simplistic side of things, but I'm enjoying the production. So yeah, okay, let's carry on. Next one is Let It Will Be. Some drama.
I can tell you about success, about fame, about the rise and fall of all the stars in
Okay.
the sky. Don't it make you smile that it will be? Just let it be. Won't you let it be?
Ooh. Okay.
Just let it be. Oh, let it be. Let it be. Just let it be. Just let it be. Let it be.
It's a bit of a que sera sera type of message.
Now I can tell you the place that I belong. It won't last long. The lights they will turn down. Won't you let it be? You got to let it be. Anyone can see. Let it will be. Just watch me burn. Oh, let it be. Just let it be. Won't you let it be? Won't you let it be? Just let it be. Oh, let it be. Let it be. Just let it be. Won't you let it be? Won't you let it be? Won't you let it be?
Huh.
Just let success unloving. Won't you let it be? Unloving. Won't you let it be? Oh, let it be. Just let it be. Won't you let it be?
Interesting. It's really about the art of letting go. Like, you reach a certain point where, you know, it's not said explicitly, but like when you have success and when you have money, you become a center of attention. You have so many critics, so many people talking about what you do, criticizing your every move, your every look. And this song is about, you know, being on the dance floor and letting it go, just not worrying about it. Just it'll who cares? And Madonna, you know, as much as she can be a pretty how's it polarizing figure, depending on some of her choices, um, she has always stood on the side of freedom, liberation, and this is kind of her essence, the art of letting go and just feeling free, encapsulated in this idea or these lyrics. So it's very on brand from my perspective for Madonna, as she has always represented this energy. Um, yeah, I mean, I like the production of it. I have to get used to the repetition and like because I'm so used to albums that are shorter, that are more concise, that have less repetition today. Like I just have to really focus, and especially because I'm very lyric driven. It's like at some point it's well, I will say this though, having this repetition in the music allows me to have one take um at the lyrics and then another take at the production. So I have like separate times to be able to focus on both. But no, it's not a continuous mix, but when you compare it to the songs that are only anywhere between 2 minutes and a half to 3 minutes and a half today, whereas most of the songs on this album are anywhere between 4 and 5 minutes past, um, cognitively speaking, it is a bigger load to focus on. So that's why I'm like, I really have to like focus on it, if that makes sense. Um, the 20th anniversary edition is a fully mixed version. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's okay because I really wanted to have like a first take at listening to this album fully in its original version. So, was it? I mean, that would make sense because it would align with how like a dance floor at a club would work. But I'm surprised that that's not what we have on the streaming services now. Hmm. Anyway, next one, Forbidden Love.
Just one kiss on my lips was all it took to seal the future. Just one look from your eyes was like a certain kind of torture. Once upon a time, there was a boy and there was a girl. Just one touch from your hands was all it took to make me falter.
Ooh. The vocoder. Okay. Oh, I like the ARP.
Just one smile on your face was all it took to change my fortune. Just one word from your mouth was all I needed to be certain. Once upon a time, there was
That contrast in the voice mixing from the verse to this part. Like so close and then so like more distant after.
in a different kind of world. Forbidden love. Are we supposed to be together? Forbidden love. Forbidden love. Forbidden love. We seal our destiny forever. Forbidden love.
I really like this one. There's something a little brighter that stands out to me in the production.
Just one kiss, just one touch, just one look. Are we supposed to be together? We seal our destiny forever. Forbidden love. Are we supposed to be together? Forbidden love. Forbidden love. Forbidden love. We seal our destiny forever. Forbidden love. Forbidden love. Just one kiss, just one touch, just one breathe, just one love.
I really like the ARP in the back of it. It was a nice compliment, bright up there. Now that we've basically just finished crossing midpoint of the album. to me, the singles make a lot of sense in terms of what was chosen. They're a little more radio friendly than the other tracks. The other ones feel very dance floor, eclectic, psychedelic, and not so much of like earworms per se. So that it makes a lot of sense what they chose to be the singles and why it had the success that they had. Um, but yeah, so far so good. Having a good time. I like it. Um, it feels like we're having glimpses of little stories on the dance floor, like different situations happening left and right in the club. And so this one is we kind of panned over to two groups of people that are standing at like at ends from each other, and they want to be together but they can't. They want to, but the friends are like, no, don't. Next one is Jump, which seems to also be a single from the number of plays it has. Let's see if I remember it. Ooh. Yes. Okay, now I didn't know that was part of Confessions on a Dance Floor. Okay.
The more time that I waste. I haven't got much time to waste. It's time to make my way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid of what I'll face, but I'm afraid to stay. I'm going down my own road and I can make it alone. I'll work and I'll fight till I find a place of my own.
Yes. Okay. See, the singles have been a little more rhythmic as opposed to the other ones that are a little more elongated and kind of like hazy. So the rhythm is really something that gets like ears going, you know. I would beg to differ. Unless you're talking about a chosen family. Okay.
There's only so much you can learn in one place.
Yeah.
The more that you wait, the more time that you waste.
You gotta go out. You gotta explore. You gotta live life.
Find a place of my own. It sways and it swings and it bends until you make it your own. I can make it alone.
Okay. Now, my question is, what are we jumping into? Well, we have a little bit of an adventure with the last couple of tracks that we're being brought into as we jump into it. But yes, that is very much a statement of life. Don't sit still and wait for things to happen. Jump on the planes and the boats and the cars that are passing through and go on an adventure. That's the best way to experience and learn and grow as a human being. And going out to the clubs, I guess, is one way of one of those metaphors. um so yeah, but otherwise very catchy. Love the production. I mean, to be fair, I think production has been like the standout element of the entire album so far, so I'm really enjoying it for that. Like, I don't know who Stuart Price, huh? Interesting. Okay, and Madonna produced her stuff, which is pretty neat as well. Next one is How High. You say jump, I say how high. Nah, my brain literally just automatically went to that. I wonder. Okay, no. I was like, maybe there's a link in the lyrics. Okay.
It's funny, I spent my whole life wanting to be talked about. I did it, just about everything to see my name in lights. Was it all worth it? And how did I earn it? Nobody's perfect. I guess I deserve it. How high are the stakes? How much fortune can you make? Does this get any better? Should I carry on? Will it matter when I'm gone? Will any
We're having real thoughts on the dance floor. We are worrying about things that we shouldn't have to worry about while we're busy dancing.
It's funny how everybody mentions my name, but they're never very nice. I took it, just about everything, except my own advice.
I was about to say, like, for somebody who talked about liberation at the beginning of the album, you are not listening to your own advice, so it's pretty funny or ironic.
Nobody's perfect. I guess I deserve it. How high are the stakes? How much fortune can you make? Nothing lasts forever. Does this get any better? Should I carry on? Will it matter when I'm gone? Does it make a difference when any others matter? How high does it make a difference? Nothing lasts forever.
That's true. See, I'm fighting the repetition right now. All right. I will say it's not necessarily one of my favorites so far in the sense of like it's very uh heavy on the shoulders in terms of the questions that you're asking. They're very existential questions. And for being on a dance floor and trying to have a good time, these are very sobering thoughts, I'm not gonna lie. But um once again, very, very stable on production side. Like so far, like the entire album's cohesive, makes a lot of sense, very um like you can still bop your head to it. And I'm sure that the reality would be probably very different on a dance floor listening to this than like in my own apartment trying to listen to it. But yeah, I think it's consistent in what to expect from vocals, the lyrics, production, mixing. Um so far we're still on track. And next we have Isaac, a 6-minute track. Okay. Whoa. I mean, I know that Madonna was pretty on guard for bringing in stuff from other cultures into music as well. Both like just openly sharing love and the sense of like one world.
Staring up into the heavens.
Wow.
This hell that binds your hands. Will you sacrifice your comfort? Make your way in a foreign land. Wrestle with your darkness. Angels call your name. Can you hear what they are saying? Will you ever be the same?
What does that mean? Oh, Hebrew was the language that I was looking for the name before. 16th century poem. Thank you for the sub. Hold on, I'll get back to it after. But thank you. That was unexpected. See it, but the oh, okay, right. Whoa. I guess it almost imitates the sounds of those doors, of the gates closing. If we're talking about the gates to the rich might be closed, but the gates to heaven are always open. And yeah, Pumpkin, I'll get back to your sub in just a minute.
Angels call your name. Can you hear what they are saying? Will you ever be the
generous people, you know, will even if they'll stop, you know, the gates of heaven are always open. And he's describing the sky and the angels, how they sit, you know, in front of the light. That's what it's about.
Interesting. It's almost to me like a I mean, I know it's going to be a sensitive thing to mention here. But it's okay. That's art, and that's the way that art works. And I think the comparisons have been kind of unfair in the past, but it is a bit of a precursor to Burqa by Lady Gaga. In the sense of like using influences from the house. What's the proper term for that area of the world? I just have the French terms in my brain. But anyway, it almost acts as a precursor. Like 2005, we had Isaac, and then we had Burqa. Or is it Burqa? Hold on a minute. It's part of art pop. Let me just, I feel like I may be mistaken in let's click on that. Aura, sorry, I meant to say Aura because it talks about the burqa in it. Obviously the differences between the sampling, like there's no direct sample in Aura about the culture, whereas clearly Isaac had a very prominent presence of the culture. But yeah, that was really interesting. Very, very different than the rest of the album. But it speaks to Madonna's openness to international influences and connections and trying to tie the world together into one free and harmonious place. And I think that she's usually stood for that in the past. Yeah. Personally, maybe not my favorite. Also, that was a long track, but now I can, like, I'm starting to connect things about Madonna that I knew of, but I hadn't put into practice, I guess, about her music. Anyway, all this to say, Pumpkin, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Don't worry about it. Not everybody gets notifications for some reason that I'm live. But happy that you could join and fully appreciate the Prime, that you chose to give me your Prime sub. So whoop, whoop. I hope you're doing well and welcome to the stream. We have 2 tracks left. The next one is Push. Okay. I feel like towards the end of the album, we're really expanding in terms of sounds and venturing out. Okay. Interesting.
You push me when I don't appreciate. You push me not to lie and not to hate. You push me when I want it all to end. You push me when I really need a friend. You push me, all I wanna do is cry. You push me when it's hard for me to try. You push me, gotta do it for myself. You push me, only you and no one else.
Okay. Whoa. Before we jump into the last track of the album, I get the concept, I get the idea, I get the sense of honor of, you know, sending your flowers to the one person that knows your buttons and can push them and triggers you a little bit, but it can also be in a great way. I will say, however, track-wise, that's probably the one that I disconnected the most from, in the sense of production-wise, musically, melodically, not really up my alley. It is very wildly different from the rest of the album as well, so I don't know if I would go ahead and say it as kind of a filler track, but it's sort of giving filler a little bit. But also at the same time, it's like when you have such a long album, if you have too many of the similar sounds over and over again, like it gets a little redundant. So I guess maybe tried to palliate for that, but there was a certain disconnect for me, just probably in terms of preferences and just personal bias, but not my favorite track of the album. Will I be going live tomorrow? I should be. Usually it's like around 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Yeah, it'll be a shorter stream because I've been streaming for 4 days, or 3 days in a row. Today will be for tomorrow, and I just got to start preparing for the week ahead, but I should be live. Should be. Okay, last track of the album before we move on to Confessions 2. It's Like It or Not.
You can call me a sinner, you can call me a saint. Celebrate me for who I am, dislike me for what I ain't.
Okay.
Me up on a pedestal or drag me down in the dirt. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but your names will never hurt. I'll be the garden, you'll be the snake. All of my fruit is yours to take. Better the devil that you know. Your love for me will grow because this is who I am. You can like it or not. You can love me or leave me, 'cause I'm
Oh, interesting. Okay.
gonna stop. No, no. Cleopatra had her way, not a hurry to. Whether they were good or bad is strictly up to you. Life is a paradox and it doesn't make much sense.
That's true.
Can it been without the fatale? Please don't take offense. Don't let the fruit rot under the vine. Fill up your cup and let's drink the wine. Better than devil.
The guitar is an interesting choice for the production.
Your love for me will grow because this is who I am. You can like it or not. You can love me or leave me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop. No, no, you know. This is who I am. You can like it or not. You can love me or leave me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop. No, no, you know. No, no, you No, no, you know. I'll be the garden, you'll be the snake. All of my fruit is yours to take. Better the devil that you know. Your love for me will grow because this is who I am. You can like it or not. You can love me or leave me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop. No.
I feel like we really lost a sense of the dance floor in the later tracks of the album, though.
Like it or not, you can love me or leave me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop. No, no, you know. No,
You know what? As an ending statement to the album, like, I get it. And like, regardless of all the confessions, everything that you know about me, what you think that you know about me, whether you like me or not, it's up to you. And I can't force things to go a certain way or another. But I'm going to continue living my life and I'm going to carry it the way that I want to, regardless of what you think. kind of really sums up the whole like confessions, right? You admitted stuff about yourself. At the end of the day, knowing what you know, it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. Production wise, it doesn't stand out as much, and lyrically, I feel like we've hit some sort of like epitome of like of, for lack of better words, being generic in the sense of like, this is who I am, you like it or not, you can love me or leave me, because I'm never gonna stop. Like, I've seen more poetic lyrics than that, let's be honest. But overall, like, honestly, especially in the former part of the album, up until Jump, like these tracks production wise were stellar. Um and I see why Confessions on the Dance Floor has a reputation that it has. I really had a good time listening to most of the tracks. Um there's a lot of like elements to it, earworms, like little details that kind of like are really nice to listen to. But it's very an album of its time, and its lyrical conception and its formatting. Like, it really uh it fits 2005 as I faintly remember it. But it was nice to go back and understand the context in which Confession 2 stems from. But for now, that was Confessions on Death's Door by Madonna. Huh. You're still here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. I guess you're really, really patient. Or weird. I don't know which one I prefer. Anyway. Enjoy. If you leave a mean comment on one of my videos, don't worry. I definitely won't be crying myself to sleep at 3 a.m. in the bed that you see behind me. I'm not even kidding. I got bullied way too much as a kid to even feel anything nowadays. You can't see it, but I am most definitely wearing pants. I just choose never to get up during my videos. Do you think I stole this concept from Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet tour? Of course I didn't. I only sampled it, pitched it down, and filtered it to make it more my style. You know what? Careful, Ava Max. I am coming for your Sampling Queen title. Was that too much? Be careful what you say in the comments. I'm known to be a little feisty over there. After all, I am an Aries. You've been warned.